Ah, Grace. Buongiorno. Good day. Happy Friday. How are you feeling today? Everything okay? Once again, woke up at 5:30 in the morning. Fed the cats. They would stop bugging me. Went back to bed, and instead of waking up at like my usual 7, I woke up at 9. I think it's many good video games to play. I like the look of this airplane. Inside, what's throwing me off of the Track IR, yesterday I got stuck with the Track IR, is the size of the cockpit, I think, compared to any other airplane I fly, including the Cessna 152. So much smaller. It's like just a single-seater, this thing. You can see the pilot there. Very small. That's what's throwing me off, I think. Although, I do have to map, I think, translation views to fix the Track IR when it breaks, because twice now I've gotten stuck under the seat of the airplane, pretty much. I think I've done painted the main fuselage of BN2. Wings and testing remains awesome. Cool. I wish Microsoft Flight Simulator would not have to be restarted. I hope that they change that in sim updates, or the updates, world updates 6 or 7, whichever one it is. That's why I kind of stopped the painting tutorials and stuff, because it's just so frustrating to have to restart the whole game to see your changes, you know? Cool. You tried to be into a little bit? Like it? I think of making a mega add-on of my theme for various aircraft. Oh, so people just like install it and then they would be able to see your theme just by having this one folder they put in community. That's a good idea, actually. I had thought of making like a blog post on my site saying, hey, if you want to fly with a particular, these are the airplanes I have, put a list of the planes I have, and if you want to fly together on the stream with a skin that others will see, send it to me. With some rules, of course. I don't want, you know, the basics, you know, rude words, genitals, and stuff like that. I just don't want to have to moderate that stuff, so I'll probably put it in the rules. But, I mean, I don't really care, you know. I'm pretty open-minded, but, yeah, you probably, if you've been on the internet long enough, you realize that you have to have put in rules of participation in forums and but I like this little airplane. I like the way it looks from the outside. I guess I'll find out about the handling now, because there's no ramp here in Echo November Foxtrot Kilo. So I just had to start in the runway and switch it off, and I'm gonna switch it on from scratch. I'm gonna taxi to the other end and turn it around, so I guess I'm gonna find out about this taxiing on the ground difficulty. But I quite like this. I'm thinking about getting the Husky too, especially because I saw that that's the airplane that Harrison Ford was flying when he mistakenly landed on a runway like a few years ago, flying a Husky. When he saw he saw the passenger jet there. He flew right over a passenger jet that was holding short on the taxiway, and he just went for the taxiway, landed on the taxiway. Put the video on the there is video of it, actually, the AT air traffic control exchange and this. Because I steal things, I can't officially distribute it, but sort of show and tell. I don't think that using, everybody steals, you know, artists steal, some of us get caught, all of us steal, but some of us get caught. So I think that as long as you take an existing design, you start with it, but then you add it and make it your own, I don't consider that stealing for paint jobs, at least, you know. Especially if you're not selling it, you know, it's not stealing it, so people are putting it out there. Fair use as far as, you know, this, I mean, I'm not going to get into the legal stuff, but as long as you do something that makes it your own, and you credit the other people that worked on it, I think it's, and if someone would want to take my Hypertext 01 wonderful. modified. I took it, I used it, I based it on the default BN2 on. Just added a little sun and some writing. Oh, you heard that Ray dialogue some time ago? Yeah, it's pretty funny. Poor guy, you know, probably got confused, and he had that landing in a golf course and he got injured. He likes airplanes, which is kind of cool because, you know, Han Solo, real pilot. I like Harrison Ford. At least, you know, the original Star Wars. All down here. Make ourselves a little bit too big. Yeah, D-List and me agrees, but the rules are still there. Yeah, I hear you. Or just do one from scratch. You know, there's the templates in the BN2, and those are for you to use. I mean, I haven't read the fine print on the rules, because I think as long as you don't charge money for it, I think it's pretty much you can do whatever you want. Or claim that it's your, you know, that it's all your work. Good to give credit. Cool, even from the planet for the BN2. Yeah, I wish they would provide templates for these planes, for the default planes. They don't. So often, I just have to pack together things. But this, I find this a really pretty airplane. I like the look of this little airplane. It looks like it's smiling, you know. Look at that little, it has a little face. It has those two little eyes and a little smiley, you know. It's right here. Pilot's not so happy, but the airplane right there, it's smiley. Isn't it a happy little thing? It looks like a little friendly robot. I think that's pretty nice. I'm gonna fly this back to your home airfield. Yeah, it's kind of like the cars that look happy, you know, and I bet they designed it on purpose like that. You know, the Beetle looks a little happy, even though it was, you know, designed by the Third Reich. But yeah, this plane looks very happy. It has a couple of eyes and so I think I might just go with this one, even though it has the glass cockpit. I guess my question would be: is there a floater of the deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator that doesn't have a glass cockpit? Is there an Xcub with gauges, or all of them have the cockpit? There's our oar to roll it around. And it's interesting for me, this, I like how, I bet that in earlier models of the plane, they didn't have this thing here, and they later reinforced it, maybe? It just looks like it's, the natural shape of the plane is there, but it looks like they reinforced it. Maybe it's the floater that gets reinforced, or maybe it's just always been like that, it's just the way it is. Reinforced, or something on the top of the fuselage leading to the tail there. Very detailed. Can you read that little caution? Look at that little thing. Look at that, light transport aircraft. You can actually read it. Builder model serial number. There's no serial number. Maybe it was a stolen one. That's how I got it for so cheap. There's the little rudders. All this stuff moves, pretty crazy. No, they're Xcub. Yeah, that's too bad. But I don't know. I'm thinking about the Husky. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. All right. I'm gonna start her up using a checklist because I'm not familiar with this plane. Might as well use a checklist. Let me start. Is this Neofly on? Let me switch to display capture here. It was an update to Neopad, and now you can see that in game here. Look at that, and the logo's back there, the new Neofly logo, so that should be working better. And let's pick a nice little place to start from. I'll leave this happy little airplane intact. The Husky does look impressive, but I keep asking myself if I need another bush plane I hardly use. It's true. Okay, my go-to is always gonna be the BN2, but I do want an option to land on water, so I just want to. That's why I'm sort of like talking about this so much. I want to pick one float plane that'll be the one that I use most. Maybe involve paying money for 2 more to decide between them. Still a tip from Iceberg, having Neopad on tablet or phone. Oh yeah, it's like I saw that you can have it on your tablet or your phone through the Wi-Fi, right? It like runs a server. I did it once. It ran okay because I actually disabled Wi-Fi in my machine here. Because when I was playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Neofly, and I had some trouble with freezing in the game, and they recommended I cleared it up by disabling Wi-Fi because the game was getting confused about using the Ethernet connection or the Wi-Fi. I don't know why, it was only that game. But disabled Wi-Fi, never enabled again, and it works fine. And when something is working fine, I don't want to mess with it. I just have Ethernet on this computer. Wi-Fi is disabled, so I don't. Maybe even with the Ethernet, it will still pick it up with a local network. But I'm fairly happy having here on the screen. I don't need to have like 2 million screen. I have like 2, and that's a lot. But it is a nice tip. Iceberg has excellent tips. All right. Okay. Well, let's look at first things first. Let's go to Neofly. We are up here where we came to buy this airplane yesterday near this little island called Gossa. North and mid. Norway goes all the way to the top. It's crazy how far Norway goes. And it twists all the way up here, right? That's Norway. So look at this. Places up there, very remote. Wow. Right. But we're down here. We're kind of north of, east of the Faroe Islands. That was a campaign in Falcon 3.0, I think, that was set in the Faroe Islands. And we're here in Echo November Foxtrot Kilo, and I want to go back to where we have our Cessna 152 parked. It's Echo November Oscar Victor, which is Wild Crazy's home airfield. Let's do a mission over there. There's some mail. I think we're already too late for the mail because I've been. Let's switch it around and let's see if it'll give us another mission. Wireless and wired are usually in the same network for home users, so Ethernet is fine. Yeah, I should try it. Maybe it'll just work with the Ethernet. Here, I'm not a network person, but I think that's what I thought too. Maybe like as long as it's on connect the same router, right? It's the work should be okay. Someone didn't believe me when I said we shared a border with Russia. Really? They didn't believe you? Oh, totally. Here it is, right? On the top, right? Right? Is that it right there? This is Russia. Yeah, there you go. Here's Russia. So the Finland is here. I have a friend, a good friend of ours who lives in Helsinki. We're gonna go see her. During the pandemic, everything got canceled. And I heard that there's a fun boat trip you can do, especially if you're younger and can drink a hell of a lot without falling overboard. From Helsinki to Stockholm. A boat, it's like an overnight boat that takes you. And I have a good friend in Stockholm. He's in Kyrgyzstan right now, but he lives in Stockholm usually. We were gonna do that. We're gonna spend some days in Helsinki and then take this ferry and go to Stockholm. So yeah, Finland right there, border of Russia, and Norway right here, a little border of Russia on the top. You know, this big. Oh. Okay, so let's see, what else have we got here in terms of missions? Okay, that's a small trip. Let's go back to Bush. Let's search. If we can do here we go. Now we have a cargo. Let's just take some cargo. I don't want any pesky tourists. Although I could click on the pesky tourist and see if it pays more. It pays about the same, so let's just go cargo. Okay. Right click. I'll fly with friends. Server IP in case you want to join me. 74.73.35.239er. Turn the music down a little bit. Is the music getting a little repetitive here in the stream? I keep adding things on it, but frankly, like now I'm starting to run out of things that I like in Epidemic Sound already in terms of bossa nova, jazz stuff. I hope to keep adding more music because it's I like a big variety, and I hope someday they just figure out whether we can play the music we want, and you know, the people who own the music get paid and you don't get copyright strikes. Alright, so we're gonna take off. We're gonna go to 208. There's the heading. And Banana 2 Xcub, okay?
Transporter from dispatch. It's a sensitive cargo mission today. When you
Sketch! Microsoft Flight Simulator sketch. But this thing that I'm looking at right here is
Transporter. Loading has started.
it's something called Neofly, neofly.net. It's a third-party utility that reads data from Microsoft Flight Simulator. Looking forward to Friday night flight tonight. I'll be there, alright? Probably either 2 in the afternoon as well. If you want to fly together in either 2 in the afternoon and you want to host a mission or something, I'd be happy to do that. Or we're just going to finish or something. Right, first time I start this airplane from scratch. Very happy little airplane. It's smiley. I love it. It's like so happy, you know. Big smile there. The Xcub, general aviation aircraft with floats attached. Even though it has floats, as you can see, we are on the ground because it has this little landing gears here attached. And both that front nose one and this back one, they retract. When you take off, you can retract them and then you can land on water. This thing. Go everywhere type of airplane. Okay, let's start her up and let's taxi Banana 2 here to the end of to the other side of the runway. There's Wild Craze. It looks like he has a BN2. Awesome. No, he has a Cessna 152. All right, fine. Working on his BN2. And shout out to Sketch here. Friday night flight organizer tonight. If you go and you shoot this gentleman down, I think he'll give you $50. More details at I think combat box Friday night flights. I think if you search the internet for that, probably you'll find information over Discord or something. All right, let's switch to the inside view of the airplane. Now, this is confusing me a bit, this airplane, because I'm a single seater. You can see there's not, no, there's two seater. There's one seat behind me. Goose could be sitting there. All right, so that's the similarity between this airplane and F-14 is you have you can have two seats. You have the Rio back there. But what throws me off a bit is that it's small, the cockpit. You know, I can and I don't know why my Microsoft Flight Simulator happens with me. This happens with me with Track IR. If I go back here, I put my head out of the airplane. In IR2, it stops me from putting the head out of the airplane unless I open the window. Thing that IR2 does better than Microsoft Flight Simulator here. All right, let's just run the checklist because I'm not familiar with this airplane. Just gonna let's start her up with a checklist because I want to learn how to turn. Oh, I try to match speed and size. Copy. Awesome. Yeah, that's stack pass. That's stack. I didn't see that. Sorry. Do you mean like we could have stacked passengers and cargo? Do I have to do something like that? Do I have to go split cargo? Here you go. Xcub. Or does it not matter? I've never been able to figure that out. Or players use same plane? No. Whoa. Sorry, did I make you disconnect? Okay, I'm not sure how that works, but don't have to. All right. We're gonna take off. We're gonna go to 208, I believe. 45 nautical miles, not very far away. All right, let's start her up. Let's go to pre-flight inspection cockpit. Okay, flight controls free and correct. Yeah, everything is fine there. Okay, I'll check that. Oh, it's checked already. Ignition is off. Okay, up is on with the 0 is off. All right. Electrical equipment off. Everything is off. Yep, it looks like everything is off there. Mixture lean. Yep, that's pulled out. That's lean. When you pull is lean. Okay, so pulled out. Okay, that's 4. That's fine. Max RPM for the RPM. Yep, that's fine. That's there. Carburetor heat. Carb heat. That here. Cold in. Okay, so that's hot. And full hot in. Okay, that's fine. All right. So before starting engine, fuel selector full. Oh, we have to switch tanks on this thing. Huh? Mission you can stack them instead of accepting missions right away. Nice for doing more jobs. Going this. Oh, really? Oh, I could have put both passengers and cargo here. Oh, I didn't even know that. Thanks for letting me know. Next one I'll do it. All right. I mean, you also have to be careful if you. Especially small planes, if you're gonna go too weighty, but that's good to know. I didn't know you could stack mission. The fuel selector, fuel tank, there it is. I guess I'll get down here and take a look. It is fullest tank. Okay, how do I know which one is the fullest tank? Let's. Where's the fuel? Are the fuel levels in there? What's somewhere weird on the top or something? Here it is. I have to stand up a little bit here. There's the fuel. Okay, that's okay. So there's a left fuel tank because the fuel tanks on these things are. There's Matt flying up there. Hey Matt, how are you? Okay, there's 2 fuel tanks, I guess. One on the left wing and one on the right wing because as you can see, it's transparent on the top. It's a nice feature of this airplane. You can look up to the top there. So this is the left wing, looks pretty full to me. I think the blue means it's full. And take a look at the right one. Whoa, I'm all over the place here today. Really not used to these small airplanes with track IR. My track IR is a little thrown off. That looks full too. So I'll just leave it to the left. Go to the right, off. Let's leave it to the left, okay? I guess if the engine coughs out and cuts out, you look to the top left here. We see if it's that 0. Then you go down here, put that lever to the right. I mean, you probably have to do it more often because it's going to probably get unbalanced. That's getting unbalanced. All right, so that was the fuel tanks. Okay. Starting engine. Oh, already starting engine. Okay, that's a nice short pre-flight inspection. It's a small airplane. Battery switch on. Done. Electric fuel pump on until full, then off. Okay, on until fuel flow. And how do I know until fuel flow peaks? Where do I see the flow? On until flow peaks, then off. Or some sort of, it's probably in the digital display here. I think everything pretty much in this airplane is. Oh, is it this thing here? Oh, this is barometer out. This is the altitude and speed indicator 3 and 1 there. Frequency as well. All right. I don't know where where I can see fuel flow, so I assume that it's okay. Good morning, Matt. Happy Friday. Okay. All right. Mixture rich. Okay. That's that one. Ignition switches on. All right. Alternator field on. Propeller speed control. This is to the left of max. Okay, that's a max. Throttle open about 1/4 inch. All right. Starter. Engage. All right. You ready? Clear prop. Very quiet airplane. All right. Throttle adjust to 1,000 RPM. RPM is right there, so we are at already 1,200. Let's go back a little bit. Fuel pressure, I forget what PSI stands for. Pressure. Seems fine, so I don't think I have to turn on the fuel pump. Oil pressure check. It's on the green. It's this thing right here, I think. Yeah, we're on the green at 68 there, alright. After starting engine, lights as required. Okay, lights are on the side. Let's just turn everything on. Probe, nav, landing lights. What's the avionics master? Oh, here you go. Avionics master on. Alright. All that this stuff started with the avionics master off. Is that a bug or is that something else? Okay. Rudder test, okay. Can go to the outside view to do this one. Rudder is working. Yeah. Alright, on ground, yeah. Parking brakes release. Okay, that's an odd place in this airplane. It's on the bottom here. Okay, that's release and brakes test. Yeah, I think it's moving there. You can barely see it, but it can. Alright. Before takeoff, alright. 2000 RPM, that seems all fine. First notch, max, full, flaps up above 300 feet. Okay, I think we're good to go. That's not bad at all. It's super simple. Okay, let's taxi the end of the runway. Whoa, and here goes, there goes, is that Matt? Yeah, it's Matt coming in for the landing. Oh, a little bit of crosswind it seems. Whoa, or is he just like, he was looking at the stream here? I do that, I often, I'm flying from an outside view, looking at something else, I'll generally veer off. Sketch, PSI, pounds per square inch. Thank you, Sketch. Alright, pounds per square inch, so that's a measure of pressure, right? How many pounds of pressure per square inch? Okay, cool. Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, I knew it was something to do with pressure, but I didn't know it was usually kept off until engine starts, save battery. The avionics, okay. Well, we're not going to be very long here, but yes, copy that. Alright, so we're going to take off, and I think we're going to go to 208 or something. 208, bearing 208. Let me try to get that input here. Let me actually try to do this before I go. I'm going to taxi all the way back here. Alright, and now I can see what Wildcourse is talking about with the taxiing. This plane is hard to turn on the... Here, I'm trying to turn it right now. Very hard to turn because of the, you know, it's a floater. Is there a button to unlock tail wheel or something like that? I have full left rudder here. Yeah. What we're gonna have to do is gonna put this a feature of Microsoft Flight Simulator. You say, hey, you ask some people outside of the plane to push you back. So we'll do that now. Shift P. Will it work? Okay. Maybe the float plane doesn't work. Shift P. Yeah, here you go. Shift P, and then you can be pushed back. It's basically simulating as if some people out there pushing the airplane back. Okay. Do that. Now I see what there's no tail wheel. There's just you're right. There's no tail wheel. I'm in IL2 mind mode here. There's just those two big wheels in the center line there, and there's those two little front ones. So no wonder it's a tricky plane to taxi. But maybe how do they do it in the real world? You know, I mean, maybe it's a little bit better than it's modeled here. Okay, Shift P to stop this pushback. Let's take a look at the front wheel. Here, brake. Take a quick look at the front wheel. It's hard to see here because of the grass, but it doesn't seem to turn. I wonder if in the real plane it turns or something. That's how they do it. Or maybe you just have to have enough room and put enough power and enough rudder authority there. Differential brakes. Ah, okay. Can I map that? Can I map differential brakes in Microsoft Flight Simulator? They get out and throw it like a paper plane, then they jump in and fly it. Yes, that's maybe... There's an applause for that comment. Let's see if we have differential brakes, okay? I don't like the parking brake position in this airplane, other than that. The thing is, if brake doesn't make a difference if those... So the floats are broken, you're saying. Even if differential brakes there doesn't make a difference, the differential brakes still make a difference. I just want to check if I actually have them mapped. Because I think I have just one button for brakes. And I think I have it on my VKB Gladiator again. Brakes. Toggle parking, brakes. Did I not put a... I thought I had put... Oh no, this is because this is not keyboard, it's the Gladiator. Okay. Okay, left, right brake, left brake. Let's look at it. What is in the keyboard? Okay, right brake, numpad minus. Whoa, weird. And left brake numpad. Wow, that is weird. Okay. Let's try it. Right, so I want to press the left brake to turn left now, so it's gonna be numpad that. I'm not gonna worry about mapping keys. I'm gonna have to press the numpad star key, alright. Unlock it again back here. Now it's locked. Now it's released. I'm pressing numpad star. It helps a little bit, not so much, but it'll be enough for it to point us down that direction. Looks like there's a bike track there. Alright, okay, ready to go? I don't think there's a tower here. Let's... They said the flap is this lever over here. Let's put it just one notch down. Full power, checking other things out, and we are off. A little bumpy. Almost missed Nick the Cessna's wing. Whoa! Oh, crosswind. Okay. Whoa, crosswind. Whoa, crosswind.
Transporter from dispatch. Fly safe and remember to watch your landing.
Okay, there's some strong wind out there. There was no windsock in the airfield. My track car is a bit off still. Try to do this and try to center it here and come back. Yeah, it's just a small airplane, so it's throwing me off completely. I have to control the sound now. I forgot to set my bearing thing before it took off. I'm all over the place. Give me a second to get my bearings here. New airplane, okay? We want 208. Let me just try to get to 208 over there. Is there an... I assume there's an autopilot in this thing, or no? Is this... maybe, I guess no autopilot? There must be an autopilot, right? Is this a G1000? I don't know what this is. I don't see any Garmin logos there. Gear up. Put it up. Does it matter? Yes, it does. Microsoft Flight Simulator has VR. I know you like VR a lot. It does. I don't know what the performance is because I don't have it, but it does have VR. A little happy little airplane. With its floats. Thank you for the host, whoever it was that was. Yeah, it doesn't have Cessna. It has Xcub logo there, so we're gonna remove that logo and put something else there as well. Good morning, Iceberg. Good. Happy Friday to you. Sorry, no tower and jetway here. Yeah, it feels cramped, this cockpit, because I'm used to the BN2. That line in Microsoft Simulator, that bug that you see the horizon, is pretty visible in here in Norway because of the mountains, right? Trimmer out, and like let's lower. Oh, stand by. I have to turn on Sim Toolkit Pro. Predict a splash. I would like to splash into a nice lake or the beach. Maybe I'll go to the Rockaways. It's so hot in New York City and humid right now. We're gonna have to go to the Rockaways soon. Oh, there's another update. Okay, I haven't updated, but hopefully it'll work here. Connect. All right. Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. Hey, Joey. Happy Friday to you. Good morning. Crash in the back. Holy hell, get me off this thing. Thankfully, there is no passenger right now. There is a space for one passenger in this Cub, but we're just taking cargo right now on this Neofly mission. My girl, this one here. I like her. She's happy. Are you talking about the airplane? She's very happy. The happy girl, this one. Look at that. Like, she's happy as Friday. It is a beautiful airplane. I agree. It's a very nice little airplane. I wanted to put here the heading. Here you go. Oh. What was it, 208 I said? I do miss. Oh, and I'm going out. I'm turning around a little bit. I can tell by looking at that. All right. Yeah, it feels a little claustrophobic in Track IR. This one. I'm used to be able to move around in the BM2, and even in the Cessna. Cessna, you have like the second seat is next to you. You know. Happy plane is happy. She's good, bro. She's working a little stressed. She's fine. Oh, you were talking to Joey. I'm sorry. Yeah, the people are gonna start getting more stressed because unemployment is ending soon, and here in New York City, they're saying I hear people saying there's gonna be rent riots. Oh. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know there's a lot of people stressed out there, and I don't blame them. You know. Whether you're, on the streets or whether you have a job but you're burned out from talking on Zoom over the computer for the past year and a half, or is it 2 years? I don't even know how long it's been. You want me to turn back? And I'm gonna turn back to let these guys catch up a bit. I'm gonna do a turn to starboard here. My other girl, Amber, she's doing good. She's in Michigan. She's back in a week. Yeah, I really missed with these glass cockpits seeing all the little, dial, the little gauges and the little clocks things and the little handles. If I find a plane that has those handles, I think that's going to be my floater. Even though I quite like this plane. May have to get the L9, the Cessna Lima 19, Lima 19er Bird Dog. The Cessna made for the U.S. military, I think, for forward observation. I like this compass here. It's nice that they put it here. Oh, did I miss Wild Craze past? Oh, I think it's that bug that if you jump in and out, right? Probably. Oh no, he passed. There's Matt. I love the Xcub. Is the plane I never thought I needed. Cool, man. I'm really fighting the urge to boot up my sim PC. Flying while working is so relaxing. Just do it, dude. Hey, I have a lot of experience with that. I had a job once. I guess it's fine for me to say this on stream now, but I had a job once in Rome, and you know, the boss would leave. This was like in person and stuff back in the day, you know, and the boss would leave the office, and we had installed a demo for this shooter. I think it was 1942 or something, Battlefield 1940. I forget which one it was, but something like that. And the boss that way we'd out tap to 1942 and have a LAN shootout in the local area network there. Everyone else was working there. Boss would come back here, I'll tap back to, you know, Photoshop, whatever it was they were working on. It was fun. Hey, one of the founder of this company called Shopify. Okay, the guy is probably a billionaire, I don't know. Guy loves video games. He plays Fortnite all the time, and he's like, you know, I'm the kind of person, if I was a manager, I was like, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you play video games while you're working, as long as, you know, give you a deadline and something to do and it gets done. I don't care if you did it an hour before the deadline or 2 weeks before. Or we've passed the Industrial Revolution and stuff like that, and butts in the seat, punch in the clock, all that stuff's pretty antiquated in my opinion. But that's my opinion. Oh, there you go. Walker's popped out of existence. This is a current bug here after Sim Update 5. Cool. Hey, Sheepa. Thanks for that laugh yesterday. That was an excellent moment. Talking the towers, like, whatever, man. Just go. We're taking a break here. Over and out. Battlefield 942 Mute Field, the only map in that demo. That was probably it. That was probably it then. I kind of did that yesterday with a DC-6 flight. Awesome. Yeah, whatever, you know. Life's too short to worry about exact timings of things. Just enjoy yourself. That's my philosophy I try to live by. I'm just lucky I can do that, you know. Yeah, I want to go. This looks beautiful. Well, it's not far from you. You should go. Get a car. Do you have a? You have a car, right? Go on a road trip, man. If I was in Norway right now, the weather was good, I would go on a road trip. Can you camp in Norway? Like in the States, can you like, you know, pay a nominal fee to set up a tent somewhere? And do people do that? Or is it more uncommon? Oh, all over the place of this. Trawling Thunder Lima Juliet Kilo. Camping is very common. Awesome. Welcome to the stream, Trawling Thunder. Good to have you here. I miss camping. Went camping like I think what 3-4 months ago in Pennsylvania here in the States. It's just so lovely to be outside. Even though we got rained on a hell of a lot, it was still just lovely to be out there. Yeah, I can't go too far back in this seat. I'm zoomed out all the way back here, and I'm standing of track IR all the way back. It doesn't give you a lot of space. This a little cramped. That's my only thing that I little and the glass cockpit. I don't like the glass cockpit, but the rest enjoying it. There's a place for a drink there. Probably made in America. I don't even know where I'm going now. I think I'm going more or less the right direction. I'll tap to Neofly to check, or let's check Neopad. Let's see if Neopad's working now. I put the latest update. Sheepa says you're welcome on the laugh pandemic version. Yeah, I love that. That was a highlight. I may made that one of the a little low here. I may make that the a main highlight of the channel for a little while. Maybe forever. Alright, Neopad, are you awake? Are you awake, Neopad? Oh, maybe I didn't turn it on. Okay, Neopad is sleeping still. Okay. Guess I'll just out-tap to Neofly. Oh, we're right here. We're about almost halfway. We're doing good. Get the volume level. But coming to Norway now is not a good idea. Fucking virus, yeah. I hear you, dude. What a mess, huh? What a mess. I'm going to Italy to see my mom in September. You know, it's always a risk and stuff, but I got the vaccine and gonna see what things are like there, but I think things are better. The big thing is gonna be, you know, the fall when the weather starts getting colder. Then we're gonna really see got this under control and where we got this under control, where not. Wow, look at this cliff here. Whoa, alright, let's check it out. Wow, look at that sheer drop. Wow. That's cool. In the wilderness, you can camp anywhere. Awesome. Whoa! Too much flying outside. I have to be careful here. Anyone knows if you can fly under bridges yet? I haven't tried. I tried the other day. I went under this like turnpike, I think in Qatar or somewhere, and it worked. I went under and my plane didn't break. I wonder if it's working for all bridges now or just some fly under it without the engines turned off. Yeah, that cliff did look a little glitched. One thing of this game is it streams all this scenery. You have to have Bing data enabled. If it looks like it's a scenery of like 20 years ago when you're playing it, you have to check in your general settings and data and see if Bing World Graphics is on, because if that's off, sometimes it turns off by itself because it says your internet connection has an issue, and then it will stop downloading all the data. And so everywhere you fly, the game is loading a lot of data via your internet connection. And if you haven't flown in a place before, the data may not load fast enough, so sometimes that's what makes things glitch out, I think. Whoa, I got a call here, but I'm not gonna get it right now. Let me just turn the phone off then. Actually, I'm gonna have to get with my brother, but I'll just talk on stream. Opa, tudo bem? Tudo bem, eu vou procurar aquela coisa e vou mandar pra você. Agora ele não tá mais achando a coisa, o papel lá. Então eu tenho uma foto aqui, eu vou achar aqui. Tá? Eu tenho em algum lugar. Da carteira de identidade. Tá. Tá, eu vou mandar tudo pra ti. No final de hoje eu te mando. E tudo bem por aí? Eu voando aqui no stream. Tá, um beijo, a gente se fala mais tarde, eu te mando mais tarde. Beijo, tchau. Alright, that's my brother in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. I miss Rio de Janeiro a lot. I miss Brazil a lot. Who knows? He's gonna try to make it to Italy too, but I don't know with the situation if it's gonna happen. I hope it does. He's a doctor, so he has the shots, and my mom is elderly, so hopefully they will let him in. Joey says most overpass looking bridges you can. Okay, so overpass looking bridges you can fly under. That's interesting. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. We'll try to fly under one later. Okay, where are we now? Alright, I'm just meandering through here. And trying to fly and not crash the things while managing music and some other thing. Lovely city on my right. Oh yeah, what city is this? Look at that. Oh, that's nice. Look at that little yellow building and that church there. Right on the water. This does look lovely. Is the water ever warm enough to... I mean, I know, I had a friend who was Scottish. The water was like 1 degree above freezing. He thought it was great, very, very nice, and he'd go swimming. No, but is it like comfortable to swim in the water any time of the year here? Does it ever get above, say, like I don't know, 10 degrees centigrade, 20 degrees centigrade? Warm enough is subjective, but it's not frozen. Okay, yeah, as long as it's not frozen. This is a nice city, look at that. I'm just doing a little detour here to take a look. So seaside town here. We have to paint our airplane. Well, I'm not painting this one yet because I haven't chosen what float plane I'm going to use yet. We might have to get the Husky and the Bird Dog. Try those two before we make a decision on which will be our go-to float plane here in this Neofly career. Rolling Thunder says Gulfstream hits the coast in summertime. You can get to 20 plus in certain areas. Nice. Awesome. I've been to Norway once. Little town called the Valen, and then Bergen. But a long time ago, but that was it. I didn't spend any time in Oslo. I went to visit my a girlfriend in university when I was in university. It was from this little town here, and did a trip there and we saw glaciers. Yeah, beautiful country, beautiful part of the world. I was gonna go back when the pandemic hit in 2020. We're gonna go to Finland and Stockholm, where I have a couple of friends who live, those cities, but then everything got canceled. Yeah, like this plane, I feel like a more like wobbly of the track IR. Maybe there's some setting will change, but I suspect it's just because it's a much smaller airplane than the other ones I fly. Even than the Cessna, the inside, it's no. I'm not going to crash into something. Did I type Metar? Oh no, Wildcrest typed. Nice, okay. Oh, we've got meteorological information from Echo November Oscar Victor. All right, looks like there's a 6 6 knot wind coming from 110 degrees, so that's gonna be you know, east southeast. So we're probably gonna want it's coming from east southeast, so we're probably gonna want to land in runway 110, 100, 09, whichever one it is. I think it was 24, I remember yesterday was one of them, so the other one is 60. So we're probably gonna land on runway runway 60 probably, right? Zero. Copy that. There you go. The way I figure this stuff out is I use this thing called a compass with a back azimuth. You can download a copy of it right there. I learned about it and I designed, I made a design of one that I wanted to print out and I just published it so anyone can use it. And basically, a back azimuth is like if you give a bearing, like you say, okay, go to the right, you know, so that's east and that's 090. And then what is the opposite bearing of that? You have it written right there, it's 270, which is west, you know, that's an easy one. And you can use it not just in this, but in shooters and stuff. If you're playing Arma, if someone is like, oh yeah, I'm in this hill, like here across from you, you're bearing, you know, 090 from me, so I'll know to look to 270 to see the guy, and this helps you kind of learn that stuff. That's not things I like about this. The more like shooters like Arma and my flight simulators like this one and any flight simulator really. It's you learn skills that can be applied to the real world, like navigation, orienteering, radio procedure, all this stuff. I'm a total amateur, but I do enjoy it. At 180. All right. I'm just following you, Crazy, right now. Let's see what's our position. Let's go. I meandered all around there. We're just following the. I don't think this is this is just the sea, right? This is called a ford. It's a ford. Fjord. Not sure how to pronounce it. We call it fjord. All right. Oh, geez, I had the flaps a notch down this whole time. Wow, what an amateur. All right. Oh, this one, I think I'm gonna remove this playlist. Playlist in continuous development here. Know of any jazz you can use without worrying about DMCA requests. I'm always interested about it. Bossa Nova, jazz, more chilled out music. Go by the water a little bit. We climb. Let's go left here and fly right by the coast. So Friday, anyone got any plans for the weekend? I got potential frisbee. My friend can be able to throw it. Has a hurt arm, but maybe his other arm would do. I don't know. Good arm. Probably more video games. The usual walk in the park. Farmers market tomorrow. Get food for the whole week. Gonna come by myself. I like cooking something in bulk and then re-eating it several days. Or a couple of things in bulk and then you alternate. Rolling Thunder says, quarantine with my youngest daughter until we get tested out of it. Yep, great weekend. Damn. Sorry to hear that. They're pretty strict there, right? Oh. Sorry to hear that, Trolling Thunder. Very low and fall. I remember doing this bit in Twin Water once from ENOV to ENOV, very low and falling the waters. Yeah, it's quite beautiful. Yeah, I think this past year and a half, a lot of people aged a lot, you know. I feel like I was lucky. We happened to move to an apartment like a year before the pandemic that has a big park near it, and we were really lucky. If we had been living in the previous place, I probably would have, you know, already, I don't know, been arrested or deported or something. But been fine. But I know that I speak of a lot of people and they just struggled, you know. Friends of mine, family, you know, more white hairs, more stress, less patience. I understand, man. A very pointy nose this plane has. It's friendly. From the front, it's a smiley airplane. My good Microsoft Flight Simulator looks good. I need to move VFR light flights in it. What do you play? You play X-Plane or Flight Simulator X? Mount Pointy. Oh, that one there, that's Mount Pointy. That is pretty pointy. It's almost as pointy as the nose of this this Xcub here. Yeah, and this is not really Microsoft Flight Simulator at its best, because after the last update, there's some bugs. You know, there's that. Well, that line's been there for a while. The horizon line, the distant landscape doesn't look as good as it used to. So they're supposedly gonna, hopefully, we'll fix that stuff in September 7th. But it looks pretty damn good, yeah. Especially if you play around with the weather and different lighting conditions, there's some moments that is just totally photorealistic. Applies here. You look at a screenshot, you don't look at it too closely. It just looks like it's a photograph, you know, not a screenshot of a video game. Fixed performance, nerf level of detail. I'm fine with that. For me, the most important thing in a flight simulator, especially, is frame rate. I want good performance. Because, you know, flying an airplane, and playing any video game with high frame rate is so much more pleasurable. X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator, but been flying the fly-by-wire A320NX, and that's all high altitude air stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I never fly those things. Pretty much, I like the bush. I like staying down here where the scenery is, as Craze often puts it. And I don't know what it looks like from up there, but I think they had complaints also after the last update that the distant. Oh wait, we went there. Oh, we're coming from this side. Okay, interesting. Thought it was that way, but it's. All right, if you want to get in the landing rate leaderboard here, there are prizes once every few months. This is how to do it. Let me turn my volume up. I can't hear the airplane and I have a feeling that I'm losing engine. Thank you for your guess. Wild Craze coming in with minus 66. Is it right here that we're going? It is, alright. There's some sort of beacon here, Hotel November. There's a nice little hut, nice little house. Be a nice little Airbnb for someone to come and wake up every morning and see it, or after lunch and after the siesta and see the sun set. Rise in the east, sets down in the west. There goes Wild Christopher's approach. This is his home airfield. That's the reason I started. I came here yesterday for the first time. Okay, full. There's no tower in this, so I'm just gonna go straight in. Okay, I could communicate. Probably should communicate anyway. But I'm just gonna go straight in. The flaps are all the way back. Down, tone them down. Whoa, whoa! Drops quite quickly. The flaps down. Let's not forget the landing gear. Oh, quite a bit of a crosswind here. I'm gonna have to go around. I'm gonna go around because it happened too fast. Wheels are down. Happened a little too fast, and I just wasn't comfortable being able to stop before we reached the end of the runway. That was not six. This is pretty strong wind, no? I wonder if that METAR is off. And it looks like quite a strong crosswind here. How high those things are? Is it really like that? I think that's so different from IRL. Oh, let's put our flaps up. Yeah, this thing, it doesn't, yeah, these big floats on the bottom, it gives a lot of drag. So it's not the most maneuverable airplane at slow speed. So let's go around again. Here, let's go around this hill. Also just look like 6 still. Filthy liar in the tower reporting wrong wind. Yeah. Echo November Oscar Victor Tower. If you're awake there, the METAR information is off. Pretty strong wind we have here. I'm not sure. Icebird, I asked why a guy in a float plane is landing on the runway when the lake is not far away. Because that's where they want the cargo, I guess. Should I land on the lake? But I think I have to land on this place. And we do have that's a nice screenshot. We do have the wheels, Jim. The little wheels are down, you can see. So we're not gonna scrape in. That was surprising to me. I never realized that float planes had wheels so that they could actually land on. All right, turning to base. We're downwind now. That hill. Angry Bird says I'm not getting paid. Why? Why did she say that you're not getting paid? It was late, or it broke, you landed too hard, or it banked too much? Wonder if the mountain waves and such is modeled in the sim. Oh, like a wind from the mountain? Apparently it is. Yeah, oh there you go. Yeah, mountains do affect airflow. I've had some really rough downdrafts landing in that place in Nepal, both in France and Courchevel, and in the French Alps, and in Nepal, that crazy airstrip there. Approaching the end of the runway, you know, you power down, you're going slow, all of a sudden, woo, you get pushed down, you have to kick in the power, and oh, I think I missed it. I went too far. Jeez, it was a sharp turn. Damn. Talking too much, not flying enough. It's showing in the request land. Oh, less than 20 feet per minute. Are you serious? Less than 200 feet per minute, not 20. 200. Okay. All right. Less than 20. That would be a hard one to do. But less than 200 for me is hard too. Okay, because I'm a fly-by-night type of pilot. Okay. Flaps down. Our trimmer, nice and good attitude here. We want a good attitude, please. I'm gonna control height with the throttle and airspeed with the stick. More throttle to clear the trees here. There's that strong crosswind, you can see it with the windsock. I think the windsock and the crosswind do match up. I don't think it's bugged out now. And I'm standing here, so I don't have rudder pedals. If I did, since I'm standing, I wouldn't be able to use them unless I learned some weird, some crazy type of dance. Finding break dancing with tango.
Transporter from dispatch. Go to the parking so we can check the cargo status.
I think I broke the cargo too. That was 220, that's 20 more. Wow, look how high you are off the runway. I'm not gonna get paid either, Wild Craze. Look at the wind. Put those flaps up so it don't get thrown around by it. So. Wow, because with the floats, you're so much higher up the. You're so much higher off the ground. I thought I had a little bit longer to go. So yeah, okay, no payment for this mission, I guess, because I was like 220. Who won? Icebird wins, and applause. And I'm probably not even gonna be able to tax. Oh, here you go. I'm managing to turn just barely here. Hey, I have a float plane here. It's gonna. Hey, what happened? It's like Twilight Zone here. His bright little wands there. Here. A pretty serious guy. All right. God, I'd be scared if I was facing down a propeller like that. You have to go a little closer still. I feel. I'm worried here. I'm gonna put the parking brake.
Stand by, pilot. Cargo unloading.
They're gonna say the cargo's broke, right? Okay, let's see. Moment of truth. You can go a little closer.
Transporter from dispatch. Cargo unloaded and checked. It is always a pleasure to work with you.
That's funny. They let me. They gave me. I think I completed the mission. They didn't. Even though I went to 220, maybe it was close enough and it didn't break the cargo. Let's see. Haha, he's cool as ice. Hey, this guy, you know, he has ice in his veins. He doesn't care if there's a propeller approaching him. He says he still wants me to go closer. I think when he puts his hands down is when we're close enough. So let's try to get a little closer. Hey, you asked for it, dude. Here we go. Stand by. Oh! Wow, what an ice. This is Iceman over here. It looks closer because, yeah, this cockpit told me throws me off the distances. I thought the guy was right there, you know. Barely see him, but maybe the floats also, because look how much higher off the ground we are with these floats. He's lost one of his lollipops. Must have gotten hungry out there on the apron. Drunken Simon, welcome to the stream. Let me give a few shout outs here. Let's stay out here a little bit, and I want to give some shout outs, alright? Okay, thank you so much for dropping by, Crawling Thunder. Also lives in Norway, I guess. Alright. Drunken Simon, good to see you here. Gonna drink this weekend? Matt. Always a pleasure to fly with you, man. I'm gonna be flying some IL-2 in the afternoon. Whoa! Rolling Thunder, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, sir. Or ma'am, or sorry, I appreciate it. Okay. Wow, Craze, it is always a pleasure. This is the home airfield where we are, Echo November Oscar Victor, the home airfield of Wild Craze. Very kind gentleman, also hailing from Norway, and if you haven't already, please go and give him a follow. Very calm, chilled out streams, playing all sorts of video games, from flight sims to puzzle games and everything in between. Icebird for all, very knowledgeable person, also from Europe there. Trying to get him to those 50 followers. Please, as always, let's go follow each other out around here. I don't like the word follow because of Facebook and stuff, but hey, this is where we are. This is the medium we're talking about. Joey, hope you're having a good Friday and hope that your weekend is an excellent one. And of course, Sketch tonight, Friday night flights at the combat box. If you shoot Sketch down, or the other administrator, I forget his name, they'll give you 50 bucks. 50 greenbacks. Alright. And Shipa, of course, our venerable and honorable moderator, intrepid pilot of both airplanes and spaceships. Let's see, let's do another mission. Might as well turn her off now because I want to practice. I'm not that familiar with this airplane. I think we just lean out the mixture. That should put the engine off. Right? Yep, there you go. Let's stay right here. And let's turn off all this stuff. And let's do another mission. Second. Gonna go give some follow back over here. All right, so back to Neofly, this utility that we're using to give us this these missions in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're currently here. I guess this is called North or Southeast Norway. The confusing thing about Norway, like it seems north here because, you know, down there is the south, but then look how far up it goes. Like it goes all the way up here. The border of Russia over there, a little border right there. Finland there. I guess this is technically southeastern or western Norway. Let's do something that we land on water, shall we? Since we have an all-water airplane here. How about we go to near this little island over here. Emergency land where you can on the landing zone. Do that. We're gonna right-click, fly with friends. Let's check our hangar, see if we have fuel. We have quite a bit of fuel. Let's just, I think we'll be fine. Leave it like that, but let's fill her up. Case. Our Xcub is insured, I believe. Do this here. It is insured. Let's pay some of the loans that we have. Let's pay a bit of this one. I'm gonna put 30,000 for that one, and let's pay this one too. We owe less than $1 million, but still quite a bit of money after all these crashes and airplanes we have bought to try them out. Oh, never mind. I'm getting confused. I'm down here. I'm not up there. Okay, I'm sorry. We are now at Echo November Oscar Victor. All right. Well, okay, that'll be tricky there. Especially with this float plane that can't taxi very well. Let's try a water landing. I guess this one over here. Right click, Fly with friends. Connect and fly.
Transporter from dispatch. Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
Angry
We
bird
have
is
an urgent
angry.
search and rescue mission. Rush to your aircraft.
Wait, did it put us back up there?
We have received the distress beacon signal. Head to the last known position.
No, we're here. We're here. We're good. I had it wrong. I had it set. For some reason, Neofly put us back. Left the mission search where we were before. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. No, that's yours, right? That's not me. I'm over here. Did it put you back up there? It does that to me sometimes, and I have to like pay some money to beam up to Enterprise and then down to where it's supposed to be. But I'm in the right place here. There's someone else up there. There's Craze. There's myself. I'm the little blue airplane. People I'm flying with are little red airplanes. If you want to fly with us, this is a multiplayer enabled mission. You just need Neofly and you have to go to 74.73.35.239 or if they want you to put IP address stuff here. Alright. Okay, we're gonna take off. We're gonna go to, it's 27 nautical miles away. This accident where we're gonna land and take a medic there. Bearing 2901. So that's 2901. Okay. And on the flying tab, we need. Oh, no passengers. Okay, I guess you have to pick someone up. And we need the payload should be 200. So let's go back to the airplane. Uh-oh. That Cessna's a little stuck there. Let's go back to the airplane. Let's get the weight to 200. No passengers. Let's put all the weight. And look, if you look at the airplane, it'll probably move a little bit because let's say you wanted to put like, you know, 300 pounds in the back. What would happen? See how it got back there? So simulate. So let's see about 500 pounds in the back. You ready? Look, keep looking at the airplane. See? Actually, I really like that. That's cool. Okay. But we just need what, 25 pounds in the back, and that'll give us a total of 200. I think that's what they want. 200. Yep, that's fine. Now we just have to turn the motor on. Now let's set. Let's try to set our heading before we take off this time. 2901, I think. Okay, let's see if I remember this. I'm just gonna do this. Mixture to full. Both of these are forward throttle a little bit open. All right. Clear prop out there, Morton. All right, Morton, clear the prop. Everything is good. Morton was a friend of mine from Norway and university. Morton and Geyer. Crazy guys. Alright. Since we're in this float plane, we're not going to be able to turn so easily given the way it's modeled here in the sim. I don't know if that's like reality or not. So what we're going to do is going to pretend that Morton and maybe Geyer will push us back, okay? Well, Morton and Hilda will push us back, okay? Hilda. Alright, let's just imagine that it's Morton and Hilda here. We'll shift P. Actually, let's turn off our part. Before we do that, okay, I'm already getting ahead of myself here. What was the bearing? It was like 2901, I think. Take a quick look. Yeah. 901 more or less. I'm looking at this thing over here, just this little thing, that little number up there too, right? So that moves that little thing, and we point our little airplane, that little thing up here with this triangle, and we'll be the right way. We do some dead reckoning stuff and time it and stuff, but we have this nice Garmin here. I don't even know if it's a Garmin, but the parking brake is off. Shift P. We're pretending that Hilda and Morton are pushing our airplane back. Looks like a fun mod. It is a great mod. It's free. You can donate for some extra perks, but you don't have to. You can try it out. Have a good one. Bon appetito, Shipa. Hope you're cooking something tasty. I think the tower here, you know, checked out. There's no, it's they don't. There's no tower. It's not a. But we'll tell them anyway. We'll tell them. We're telling we're taxiing to take off. Oh. We're going for 24. Oh, no, actually, we should go the other way. We should go the other way. Never mind, never mind. Select going for takeoff. All right. Let's stop the airplane. It's actually runway 6 we're going. The wind's coming from. Announce taxi.
Echo November Oscar Victor traffic hypertext Hero 1 is taxiing to runway 06.
Am I gonna miss this airplane? Hopefully, yes. Am I gonna miss the fuel truck? Hope so, because it is flammable. Hey yo, Simulator Reality, welcome. Whoa. Faster than I thought. Good day to you. Yeah, it's really rough turning circle. Wow, Craze was right. I have to use like Shift P and pretend that Morton and Hilda are pushing it. That's fine, you know. Wait up. You can use Loo View, but I noticed when you use Loo View with Neofly, it says mission failed. Neofly sees that you're doing Loo View. It failed my mission the other day, so I think it failed the mission. I saw a log message that you use Loo View, so you can't get what the message was exactly. So that's something to keep in mind. Heck, dear. Doesn't want you to cheat. Sask13, welcome to the stream, especially if you're a human, a Homo sapien, and not a bot. I'm looking forward to someday being able to say hi to bots, and they'll be sentient, and you know they will hopefully be nice. Surrounded by 2 trees. Alright, as well, Chris. Okay, I'm gonna start turning now because this turning circle of this plane. Wait, alright, go. We're probably gonna have to have Hilda and Morton are like running behind our plane or getting in a vehicle and coming all the way back here because they know that we're gonna have to push that guy again. Yeah, wow, cannot turn to this thing. I'm gonna just brake over here before we crash into this. Do this. Thing is, when you get pushed, it doesn't really. I don't think you can change the direction. It just goes straight back. How did it ever pass beta testing? Yeah, I don't know. I think they probably have a lot on their plate, and they're like, you know, good enough. Just launch it. As they say in the software world, you just need to ship, even if it's not good. But you know, I guess. Wait, you work with I think you work in the aviation industry, right, Mr. Limited Reality? So it's probably a little different there. You better have, if you're gonna have real airplanes with software, you better beta test it a little bit better. Whoa! Who's coming by? Oh no! Oh my god! Not no! Oh yeah! It is the Flying Fabio dropping by! Wanna boss, wanna jump! Man, Fabio! Opa! Beijão, abração. Hello everyone from Fly Fabio stream. Hyper trying here to turn this Xcub. The bit rates. Oh man. The Flying Fabio, yes, such an awesome streamer, so much knowledge. Let me turn the music down a little bit so I can hear myself speak here. Such an awesome streamer. Yesterday he was streaming, I really wish I could have been on that stream, but Celestial Navigation, just so much knowledge and with so much kindness. Knowledge times kindness equals awesomeness. And the Flying Fabio is at a level of awesomeness that I'll stretch a level of awesomeness that is just difficult to match. I'm gonna have to turn down the volume of these things here because it's like, wow. Thank you so much for the follow. Whoa, you guys are R Singleton 5617, Sanj00, T Malay, Stud TV, Luxionica, Actually Rachel, Lil Jimmy Mac, welcome to the house. Pants Cleros, welcome. Steel Rain 121, Fly Fabio, thank you so much for the raid. We are currently in Norway. This is Wild Craze over here. I want to give a shout out to who I'm flying with. This is the home airport of this very awesome streamer as well, who hails from Norway. And we're currently in his home airfield. We are at ENOV. Whoa, dude. Oh my, by the gods. Santiago Gov900, welcome. Citizen 6, welcome. Today is Friday. I am wishing you all happy Friday. V Chavez, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Sneaky Fungus 9er11, all right. Welcome over here. We are playing Neofly. If you don't know this utility, it'll be awesome to see Fabio try it one time. This neofly.net. This is what I'm using. We're gonna do a mission going from. Can I join in the flight? Yes, you can. It is a multiplayer flight. If you have Neofly, you have to go to IP address 74.73.35.239er. Okay, and let me know if this sound is going a bit nuts. I could try to turn off or turn it down, because this doesn't happen very often for me. So it's just like usually, I get a follow here and there, but this is just going crazy here. So. JBob87, Delitos PT, thank you for the follow. Copperhat363, Wanubas, thank you for the follow. JBob87, I'm not sure if I said it already. Welcome. Nuno7478, Foxtrot, thank you for coming by and following. This is just going crazy. I'm going nuts here. All right. Hello, Viper Strike 905. How you doing, man? How you doing, people? Scooter, that was a very epic stream. The Celestial Navigation one you're talking about. Whoa, look at all these. What are these? Hyper B Rocky too. Look at all these emotes that R Singleton is throwing up there. Kilo Zebra with the stretch. I think I did already. Down Mashin dropping by. Geek Baggins, the bit rate. Peter Mooney dropping by. Hello, Peter. How are you? Victor Sierra Mike. Good day to you. Happy Friday. Dalmatian with a bunch of raid emotes here. Just looking up on the stream if I missed anything else. Gamer Taras, thank you for the follow. Copperhat3634. I think I said thanks to that one, right? Let's try to get to the runway. But with this airplane here, okay. Maybe copy that, my single reality. We'll just hang out until you come by. Let me see if I can turn the volume down of these notifications so that I thought that I had put a cool little guitar sound there, but it's a little too long when so many are happening at once. All right, but I am so thankful. Thank you so much for the raid, Fabio, and thank you so much all of you to drop by and follow. All right, I appreciate it very much indeed. Where are my alerts? There they are. And let me give you a further away view of the plane so we don't have the engine sound going too much over here. We are currently in Echo November Oscar Victor. That's our current position. And if you want to come fly with us, B Chavez, subscribe, man. So much for the sub. All right, shout out to Vic Chavez. Thank you so much for the sub, and let's get this these alert box volume down here. All right, subscriber alert. Let me change the setting here. Put the volume down. Upload sound. Let's just do a default here. All right, that's done. Save, and let's see the follow alert. We'll get the volume a little bit lower as well. All right, and that should about do it. Okay, if you're coming here, I was just recently talking about bearings and there's this thing that I made. Since there's so many people here, why don't you go check it out? If you want a compass with back azimuth, okay, I have it on my. It's helpful for both flight simulators and shooters and stuff to see bearing and then the back azimuth. You can get this at that link over there, okay, and you can print it out. Something that I like to share so that someone comes in sometimes and say, how do you know the bearing of that other thing that you should be going? And that sort of thing, I have the compass I have hanging on the wall here. That's what helps me learn this stuff. Buddy Wild Crazy says, the more I hear the riff, the more it makes me think of Distraught Cat. I'm gonna have to change it. It was an experiment, but it's I don't want it to make you think of Distraught Cat. All right. Thank you for the follow, Victor, Sierra, Mike, and Vishabis for the subscription. Gamer Towers, I believe I said hi already. If I missed anyone, I apologize. And the server is East USA. All right. I'm in XBMX Murphy. Thank you for the follow. The server is Eastern USA. There we are. Right. Let me make a note here. Server command, that would be useful for some flight simulator. Yeah, I'm gonna put two notes here. I'm gonna put a change follow sound, and I'm gonna put server command. That would be useful. I'm an amateur streamer. I'm learning as I go along. Here's the real world back there. New York City here. Back there somewhere. The real IRL. Green screens all over the place now, but because the camera moved. But I've been flying this flight simulator for a while, and to be honest, Microsoft Flight Simulator is kind of something that got me through the pandemic. It really brought a lot of joy being able to just fly around the world, meet people, see beautiful sights, learn a lot from people like the Flying Fabio, CDL, Forder Learn to Fly, Katie Pilot, all these wonderful streamers, London Controller, the big streamers, the smaller streamers, Wild Craze here floating around. There he is. There's Matt. I've learned a lot from Matt. Excellent pilot as well. You're the other end of Renway? All right, we'll wait for you to come by over here. I want to do a shout out for Matt here because I've learned a lot from Matt Rod as well. Okay. And also a shout out for someone who works with software in aviation, I think aviation industry. My Simulated Reality rated this gentleman the other day. Very kind person. Emoji-gasm. Yeah, it's a lot of emojis. I probably have to do. That's Stream Elements that causes those emoji kappa gen. It's called the train of emojis. What Stream Elements I use. All right, let's see what did I miss. Oh, my pleasure, man. Right, here we go. A bunch of people coming in here. Actual Rachel #594, welcome of a DA40. I like that little plane a lot because I should mention this since we have so many people here watching right now. There is the next race that CDL organizes for. It's going to be in Canada. If you go to Microsoft Flight Simulator forums, the sign up form is there. I think there's a deadline, but I think he'll let you sign up if you want to get to that race. I'm not going to be able to do that one, but it's a lot of fun. I did the perf. We're just gonna have to run over this little landing light here. The turning radius of this Xcub on the ground is just quite abysmal. Oh, But we are at Echo November Oscar Victor. Here it is. Echo November Oscar Victor. Oh no, Echo November Oscar Victor. That's our iCal. All right. I'm just trying to get my airplane pointed in the right direction, but the Xcub with the floats. I'm just gonna have to use Shift P here to put her have Hilda and Morton push her back, because it's really a turn radius that can't do much with, even with the differential brakes. Right, let's try Shift P now. Shift P, push the airplane back. That's a little trick I learned from Icebird. I want to give a shout out for Icebird for all here. Shout out Icebird for all. All right, probably know him from some other streams. Okay, Shift P, stop there because we're stuck in a little ledge. Let's try to stay inside the airplane and move a little bit. Oh, okay. All right, Wild Crazy, you take it away, man. This is your home airfield. If you want to go ahead, I'll follow you. All right. Nice having a streamer doing a 1440p stream. Yeah, I guess it is 1440, right? I struggle a little bit of performance, but it runs surprisingly well for my machine. Okay, I think I have a link to the machine here. Okay, here goes. Wild Crazy is going. Let's try to get this show in the sky here. We have a flying Fabio, we have a bunch of people coming along. This is awesome. The best features of this flight simulator, flying together with other people. Samuel Magro out there. Matrog is up in the sky with his PT-17 Spearman. Wild Crazy of a Cessna 172. I'm gonna touch of flaps on this Xcub. This is my third. Oh, very strong crosswind here. Be careful. Very strong. Is this a tailwind? Wow. Wow.
Fly safe.
I don't know if that was a
Every
tail.
second
It's a
counts.
very strong crosswind. Look at that crosswind. If the, I think it's stronger than that. I don't think it's a 7 knot crosswind according to that thing there. All right, let's put gear up. We're just gonna fly here. I did not expect to be flying with 100 people around. So pressure gauge, quite a high reading right now. This is an emergency rescue mission.
For water landing. Gears up for water landing.
Oh, let's go down and pretend we're gonna miss them. There's no collision modeling, obviously, but I like to pretend there is still. Should have taken off. I think you're right. I should have gone the opposite direction. That's the place we landed, though, and it was a strong headwind. So I think the wind was actually correct. It was a crosswind, but I think it's much stronger than that. Our bearing, I think, is 291. We went for this mission right around there. I had set it, but even when we came in for the landing, we had the METAR information. By the way, if you want to get in the landing rate leaderboard here, this is how you do it. I have Sim Toolkit Pro running, and read more about that there. There are prizes every 3 months or so. The last people to win, they got a Microsoft Flight Simulator BN2 Island. They got a just point away from the mountain. I'm gonna give an outside view to look behind. And a couple of people got IL2 Sturmovik. So I'm gonna get into the landing rate. It should be working. I think Toolkit Pro bot is with us. Leave her here and let me take a look behind us. Who's coming around for this flight? Look at that. Got little Jimmy Mac over there. We got Stug TV. Got Matt. We got Actual Rachel, Copperhead, My Sim Reality, XBM, FX Smurf, and Samuel Magro. Probably more people coming by. I'm gonna take a look here because the airplane turned a little bit. I'm probably gonna crash the mountain. Beautiful place in the world to fly, Norway. I was introduced to it by Wild Craze. Been here in the real world once. Gorgeous place. And go again. Thank you for the follow, Howie Itzer. I appreciate it very much indeed. Turn the volume of the airplane down a little bit. There's Matt flying low with that beautiful PT-17 Spearman. Really nice aircraft. This is the Stearman is the airplane that a lot of World War II pilots soloed in. All right, it's a training airplane, still around. You can still take flights in it. Beautiful biplane. Try to stay in this heading. I don't think this thing has autopilot. From what oh, maybe here. I think that may be autopilot level. Let's try to turn on the autopilot and in the outside view a little bit. I'm just gonna try that the 291 heading. There are those pretty big mountains there. We're gonna have to climb a little bit, or maybe we just follow the fjords. Maybe just follow the fjords to stay around it. I'll just turn on. Let's see if autopilot level mode. We'll just keep flying level here for a bit. Yeah, getting familiar with the Xcub in a float plane. This is my third flight in it, so expect potential mishaps. Going straight west, copy that. Alright, let's go straight west. Turn off the autopilot. And follow the fjord. Howie it, sir. What are those things? Let's see. Hammer T3 emote. Alright. And I promise people, after the stream I'll come back. If you're a streamer, I will give you the follow backs. I'm gonna come and visit each and every one of the streams of people who are kind enough to come by, visit, give the follow. Grande abraço, a big hug to the Flying Fabio. And I hope we can, I don't know, do you think that after the pandemic they're going to be organizing some sort of Microsoft Flight Sim meetup for streamers? I think that could be fun. Oh, I feel like with getting into streaming about a year ago, I feel like, you know, it was really helpful because I met a lot of people and I felt like I was hanging out with a lot of people. This sort of a new medium for me. And you start to think, you know, I know this person in real life. It's like you're hanging out, you're chatting, and it would be nice to maybe meet, organize something at some point. I'm gonna have to wait and see how things go, obviously. I'm just gonna try to form up in Wild Craze here. Leading the flight with us here. 287 meters under. Okay, I'm going straight west. When it was built, the world's deepest road tunnel was here. 287 meters under the surface. Actually, just a bit behind us now. Okay, so right. So it was like a road tunnel from this island here, from Lauvstad Island to Gurskoy, I guess, right? Oh, be over there. All right, let's look behind us. Can see it if zoomed in. Cool. Check it out. Let me put the autopilot for level again now. Okay, that's on, I think. All right, now look behind us. We have Mahoney 3820 here coming. Samuel Magro, My Sim Reality, Actual Rachel, Stug TV, Little Jimmy Mac back there, and X-Ray, Bravo Mike, Foxtrot, X-Ray Smurf. Okay. All right, so apparently this, maybe this is the tunnel around here? No. Zoom in somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe here. Not sure. We'll look at it later. I want to keep an eye on the airplane so I don't crash. And all right. So since there's so many people here, give you a little bit of background about you know, my experience. I'm not a real pilot. I love flight simulators. I've been playing flight simulators from a young age. I started my very first flight sim was that you're sitting in a cockpit and it simulates, like, you know, like how fast you're going, altitude and all that stuff, was the Spectrum Holobytes Falcon, the original Falcon by the F-16. And before that, I played Sopwith. A wonderful little, if you can go to Sopwith.org and check it out, wonderful little game in a IBM PC 286, I think it was, at a friend's house. But my very first game with an airplane in it was probably River Raid for the Atari 2600. And you can, and the reason my passion for aviation started is when I was a kid, my dad worked in Brazil doing, as a plant pathologist. He did research plant diseases and did research about plants. And so for a couple of years, we lived in the Cerrado, about 200-300 kilometers north of Brasilia, the middle of nowhere. There was no, when we first got there was no way to get there without flying in or like hiking for like 2 weeks or something. There was no roads. So we flew in there with BN2 Islander, with this airplane. Do I have Islander here? Let's see. Go to hypertexthero.com/Islander. You can hear a story about flying in their airplane. And when I heard about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, it was coming out, and I saw that an Islander was gonna come out for it, I got really excited. I was like, I want to fly in that plane that I flew so much as a child, and that kind of you know, kindled that flame, that passion for aviation. And I cannot believe this. These days, I'm flying pretty much a photorealistic flight sim, and not by myself, with other people. And I usually fly the Islander, but right now in this Neofly career that we're doing, using this lovely utility here called Neofly.net. Neofly, you can go to neofly.net to download it and try it if you want. That's the main airplane I fly in that, and I just can't believe that I'm doing this here in a computer. And how far we have come in, what, 60 years? 50 years? The first video game, maybe? I think it was Space War, maybe, for some PDP 80 or something. I forget the name of the computer. How far we have gotten with this graphics and with sound and with modeling, flight modeling, and all this stuff. It just really amazes me to look back. And I like all sorts of video games. Flight sims are always gonna have a special place in my heart, because, you know, it's flying things, it's airplanes, it simulates wind, which is something that I love in the real world. I love when it's a windy day and the wind in your hair, and it gets away that humidity, and it's just flight sims, and especially things that have this simulation of wind and of weather in Microsoft Flight Simulator are always going to have a very special place in my heart. But I like all sorts of video games. I focus on flight sims, but I play others too. Destination airport. We don't have a destination right now because this is a Neofly mission. We are going here, and we're going to land in the water by this island. There's an accident there, and it's a search zone. We're going to search for where this accident happened. And I'm assuming a boat sank maybe, and that's why I have the float plane. We're going to land in the water. So for the destination, how about afterwards we fly to Echo November Foxtrot Lima to the south? Okay, so let's go. After I land, I'll put in, I'll see if they want us to go back to the main airfield to take the people we're going to rescue back, or if they want us to fly somewhere else. So, after I land, we'll check it out. Alexandre Costa, 90876, thank you for the follow. Obrigado. Valkyrie says, I think Sopwith might be my first game or plane of or game with an airplane, perhaps. All right. Samuel Magro flying low to our starboard there. See how far we are. Yeah, River Raid, man, I used to play it with my dad, 2-player, you know. Falcon franchise is still going strong as the modded Falcon BMS. I heard that, trolling. I was thinking about trying it, but I think I'm going to stick with a DCS now. I'm going to learn the F-16 DCS. But I know that the BMS is supposed to be awesome. I played Falcon 4. I still have the giant binder at my mom's house. My Simulator said I'm streaming the stream. Awesome, dude. Another shout out here to My Simulator Reality. If you want to go check out his stream, give him a follow. He's starting out as well here. How's our altitude? Our altitude, we're descending a little bit. I'm getting a little word of the autopilot there. It says level, but the water, it kind of throws me off. You know, I don't know how high we are with the water reflections. Okay. We're getting there. There's a little island to the front. That island there, I'm gonna aim at that island. And that's one of the things I really love about Neofly is it's not just missions that go from one airport to another. It's missions that can force you to land in a golf course or anywhere that you can to bring a medic to an emergency situation or to pick up some rescue some people that got stranded somewhere. You have cargo missions, you have intercept a suspicious airplane and report it to authorities type missions. You have deliver, one of my favorites, the deliver magic pizza, okay? You want to deliver pizza, basically fly over a location and there's a drop zone and they, you know, they throw something out of the airplane. I just call it, you know, pizza, infused maybe of some magic, whatever you want to imagine their magic to be. There's those missions, so very nice utility. I like it a lot. Right? Alexandre Costa says, really interesting this Neofly. I was trying to find something like this. Thanks for pointing it out. My pleasure, man. It's I love it. It gives like a whoopa. It gives a sense of progression. Microsoft Flight Simulator, all right? Someone else flying the same plane I'm flying here. Let's go to the outside view, see if we can see a nameplate. Look at that. Wow, Craze, Matrox, Stug TV, Little Jimmy Mac, Mahoney, Copper Hat, XB, MFX, actual ratio coming in here close of the DA40. And over here near me is someone else. Trying to get the view there to see. It is my simulated reality right in front of us. Excellent. The plane that actual Rachel is flying, I really like that plane. I grew to really like that plane because I spent like 18 hours or 17 hours in it flying from Paris to Dakar on CDL's charity stream to benefit Doctors Without Borders a few months ago. The next one's coming up. It's to benefit on some a cancer foundation in Canada. I'm not going to be able to participate in this one because I'm going to be going to Italy to see my mom, as I haven't seen her for a while. Need some help, so I'm not going to have a...
You are now entering the search zone. Use the beacon signal to locate any survivors.
Some Regatron coming in here to aid us in this search, okay? Ooh, now I fancy me some pizza. I know, I'm getting hungry talking about pizza. Gotta wait for next week till still August. Really? You can only eat pizza in September in Norway? Actually, Rachel, yeah, I love this plane too. Simple and light. I love that plane, Rachel. Awesome. Thanks so much for dropping by and flying with me. Okay, now you can see that we're in the search zone, okay? Here in Neofly. It's not in the exact position. It's somewhere around here, and there's this little beeping, like doot, doot, doot. So now, if the beeping gets stronger, it means you're going the right direction. If it gets weaker, I think I already spotted it though. When you're in the water, it's pretty simple. There it is. Looks like a boat in trouble there. When you're in a forested area, it's more challenging because it might be in the trees, okay? And Neofly actually puts 3D models of something for you to find there. And I already spotted over there because we're over the sea. Easier to spot here. Thankfully, the weather's good. And all you have to do is land within, let's see. I have to just say something here. Hey babe, I'm on the stream. We're flying Fabio raid. I'll call you when I'm done. All right. Oh. All right. Let's go down for the landing. Valkyrie says, I made a deal with myself. Get proper pizza once a month instead of all the cheap frozen stuff. That's good. Let me send you a recipe for some pizza dough and a good pizza sauce. All right. I'm gonna put it in the Discord, or before the end of the stream, I'll put it on the stream. Okay. You can learn to make your own. You have to have an oven. And a piece of sheet metal, something that it's thick, like it's called a baking steel, and you can make your own pizza that's delicious. I'm just gonna fly around 1 second this thing to observe, and then we'll come back for the landing. Here we are. You probably won't.
Good job. We now have the
Is there a shark fin there? Look at that, it's a shark fin.
Please land.
There's a shark fin around the thing. We better land and help this person. We have Jaws here. Okay, I'm very low. I have to be careful. Okay. That is so awesome. I think I saw a shark fin there. Let's land and we'll take a closer look, okay? Putting flaps down. Get a little bit of vertigo here with this, no, not the Hitchcock the film, but Just actual vertical by the water here. I feel like I'm...
Gears up for water landing.
My gears are up, okay.
Gears up for water landing.
That was close.
Alright.
Wait here until the evacuees are safely on board.
A little bumpy, but that's okay. A little fast, I think I was coming. Alright, alright. Wow, Craig's there with us. We won't be long. We'll take off again. If you're not in a float plane, you can just circle a bit. And I think we'll probably pick an airfield to land now. Okay, we're just gonna circle here a little bit. Just want to observe this thing. Copper half, the low flyby. Alright, I'm gonna leave the airplane here. Let's set the parking brake. I don't know if that'll do anything. Let's take a look. Never seen that before. Very cool. It's too late for them. Best head back for some pizza. Little Jimmy Mac. Like, let's see if it's too late. Here we go. So someone was in some sort of pleasure boat, you know, and they ran into some sort of problem. The boat sank. They had some sort of like little raft here, and there's one person to save. I guess the shark ate everyone else. Maybe it was a party, but we have someone here that hopefully is gonna get into an airplane now. Maybe we have to, you know, hit the shark a couple of times with the poor shark. Gonna throw our oar at it or something. We have an oar here in the oh, quiet computer. Stand by. Josh. My sim reality here with us. Let's give a view here. Everyone hanging out. Yeah, she looked like she was doing yoga. Maybe it's Adrienne. It's Adrienne. I like Adrienne a lot. Should I give a shout out to Adrienne? I don't think Adrienne. I don't think she needs shout outs. You know, she has millions of viewers. But hey, if you use computers a lot and you have neck pain and stuff like that, go to Yoga of Adrienne. Go check out her neck and shoulders and upper and back. They have any type of yoga you want. That'll likely fix your ache. It's helped me a lot. All right. It looks like a scene from Jaws. Yeah. Kind of looks like Adrienne almost a little bit. Screenshot. Oh, she looks, you know, just like, you know, just another day, another party. You know how these Scandinavians party, you know. Ship sank. A lot of these people weren't, I didn't really care for them too much, so they got eaten by the shark. That's all right. I'm joking. Most of my best friends in university were from Scandinavia. Friends from Finland, friends from Sweden, from Norway. Shift P works in the water. It does work in the water. It wasn't working for me. Calmest shark attack victim ever. Yeah, she's like a Zen, you know, she's like one of those monks. Nothing phases her. Screenshot of XBMX Smurth out there, and we also have Copper Hat here with us flying. Who else is hanging around? My Sim Reality. Thank you for being with us, and also thank you to Samuel Magro. Of course, Matrog, and finally out there, Actual Rachel 594. There was 594. Stuck TV 9032. And little Jimmy Mac was out there. I like that. All right, gonna take off. Let's decide where we're gonna go. I don't know if we can go anywhere we want, so we have to go somewhere in particular now. So let's take a look at a little nav map and let's see. Wait for survivor boarding, then take off. Okay, I think they boarded. I don't know. I'm within 2.5 nautical miles, I think. Where's my log? Let's see, log. Still on. Okay, so Survivor, I think the Survivor bordered, found sending coordinates, land the rescue zone, set the parking brake. Alright, now we take off, and I guess we can go wherever we want. But let's go to Echo November Foxtrot Lima. Echo November Foxtrot Lima. Let's go over there. Alright. That's gonna be pretty much south, pretty much 190. Okay. 190. Let's try that. Full power. Parking brake off. I don't know if it does anything. The water. I don't even know if I put my rudders down, if there is a button for that in this, or if it's just putting the landing gear down. Alright. I still have a feeling though that we don't have the, maybe we don't have the passenger here, but we're just gonna keep flying. We're not gonna worry too much about it. Neofly, you know, it's a third-party utility. It basically, Microsoft Flight Simulator, when you're flying, it generates all this data, and Neofly uses this data to make its missions. So it can be a little glitchy sometimes, but they've done a lot of work on it, and it feels pretty good. Feelings, oh, feelings. Don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, okay? Let's go to, what did I say? 190. There you go. There's a mountain we're gonna have to navigate. I'm just gonna stay to the right side of it, over the ocean, I think. I'm gonna turn on the autopilot for level. We'll take a look outside. And since there's so many people here, you can go. Oops, stand by. I always have this problem when I go to outside view. Sometimes I forget that that I didn't press the C key and I lose control of the airplane. That's obviously not ideal. Quite a strong tailwind. There you go. A trick to not lose control of the airplane and to actually make sure that you have the drone, you have the drone controls, is to zoom first. Try zooming first. If it lets you do that, then you know you have drone controls. If it doesn't let you, then you know you have to press the C key to take control of the airplane. Let's lower the volume of the airplane a little bit. Let's put the music a little louder. And this is I was mentioning earlier in the stream, it's a very happy looking little flying machine. It looks like a very happy little robot flying machine. Look at that. Nice big smile for the camera. Sorry, I'm a little bit of an idiot. Silly things make me laugh, you know. Painted by Bob Ross. Cool story, bro. I never knew who Bob Ross was until I started. I had heard the name, but I didn't know who he was until I started streaming, you know. And then I watched a couple of his shows. It's very peaceful, you know. Cool story, bro, they say, because Bob Ross would tell a cool story while he was painting, teaching you how to paint. He has this big, like, hairdo, like Frasier. I don't know if you've ever heard of that TV show. I never watched it, but I saw the guy. All I remember from it was like this, you know, big sort of fro, like very curly hair and very big, kind of like if Kramer had more hair in Seinfeld. I'm not a big TV show fan. I watch a few in my life, but not many. I'm a big video game fan. There he is, little Jimmy Mac, 8447 in a Cessna 172 out there. I'm feeling a little heavier here. I don't know if Neofly simulates the added weight to the airplane when you put someone else inside. I suspect not, but maybe we should, let's say that we have a passenger here now, alright? That will do it. Weight will affect the way the airplane flies. I see in reality right behind us this wonderful little gaggle of general aviation aeroflyers behind us. Nice in reality, really low to the ground there. I want to get closer to the land because when there's no wind and there's no white caps, I get thrown off by this by the sea. And I'm not familiar with this airplane. I'm not familiar with the autopilot capabilities, so I don't know if it's really going to be climbing level. It looks like it wants to push it down a bit because of my height setting. Let's try to do a click on that. And yeah, this flight, what I love about flight sims too is like learning one machine well, finding a favorite and learning it well, and then you can go fly others, and then when you go back to your machine, to your favorite, you're like, oh, you feel like you're going back home, you know. It's a nice feeling. It's kind of like going on a trip, seeing the world. You're lucky to be able to do that, I know, especially at times without the pandemic. And then when you go home, you know, the classic story, going and leaving home, going on a trip, coming back home is basically one of the classic story arcs in literature and movies and video games. And when you get back home after being away from home, you see it with like a new eyes, of fresh eyes. And same thing with the airplanes in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can pick a plane and go for it. You can pick an airfield, go for it, and then you go around the world, and then you go back, and it feels nice to be. Iceberg says maybe he has a little friend. Maybe he was your mentor as a streamer. Which one? One of my mentors is you, Iceberg. Iceberg I met during the Perth to Sydney flight. He saved my butt a couple of times. Those airfields in southern Australia, a lot of them weren't lit, and we were flying at night. And like, how the heck am I gonna land at the airfield? Because the rules of the races, if you do a touch and go on an airfield, that's a save point. So if Microsoft Flight Simulator crashes, or you crash, you run out of fuel, or you run in the side of a mountain or something, then as long as you did a touch and go on an airfield, you can start from there. But it was night, it was an airfield that wasn't illuminated, so Iceberg went in there, he logged in, he had finished the race already, he logged in, and he put a plane there and turned the lights on and saved my butt right at the end of the race, right before I got to Sydney. I decided to that weird. Okay. I decided to divert because I thought I was gonna run out of fuel, but it was a small airfield that wasn't illuminated. So this is the kind of stuff that, you know, use your own imagination, and you just, if you get a good enough sandbox of a video game, that's why I love video games that are moddable, that you can make mods, you can make your own airplanes here, you can make your own house here if you want, put it anywhere in the world that you want. The reason I like that is because it gives it extends the life and gives so much more life to the flight simulator. You know, games like Minecraft, like Arma if you like shooters, like Microsoft Flight Simulator that are moddable are always going to have a longer life, I believe, especially if they're good. Iceberg for all, don't think so. Walk some good surfing on the left. Take a look. Ran out of fuel. Sorry about that, Rachel. Hey, you can just if you want to just click on my airplane. If you want to send me a friend request in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm a Hyper TXT Hero. Okay, there's no E between the text because they don't let you put more letters than that for some reason. I out a lake there on the top. Let's see, where am I? Okay, we're going here. We're going to... Here, I'll put Echo November Oscar Victor 2. What is it? Echo November Foxtrot Lima. Echo November Foxtrot Lima. And let me put it on the chat too, so people that are joining now you can... Sheepa, how's it going? We have a lot of viewers here. We got a Flying Fabio raid. Let me give another shout out to the Flying Fabio here. The third raid from the Flying Fabio. Abração. A big hug, that means in Portuguese. I'm also originally from Brazil, but I'm not a big fan of nationalities. I live in New York City right now. Lived in Italy many years. My dad was English. You know, I feel like I'm a citizen of the world. I like Earth. I don't know if I can do this. Do I have Earth here? Yeah, there you go. There's There's a little thing that you can use as a sticker or as a graphic if you want. You know, it can be a little silly sometimes, but I don't mind being silly if it means saying that I really like this planet. Oh, I'm a tree hugger, okay? I don't mind giving trees a hug. Iceberg says, I thought I saw the glitch of the big pixels seen in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, also in either 2. Yes, with big pixels. That one, I don't know what it is. Yeah, there's lots of love to go around, man, for sure. And this gentleman right here, people, this is Sheepa. I met this. This is one of the moderators here in the stream. One of my favorite people. He's my moderator. Hails from the Netherlands. Very funny guy. Brings a lot of humor here. A lot of knowledge. I met him in Elite, playing Elite Dangerous. I met him in space, basically. And he came here into the Flight Simulator world as well. Also, I want to do a shout out for Galaxia Cat, our other moderator. Well, along with Sheepa, really carried me through the beginning of streaming. You know, because when you're starting out and there's no one there and stuff, and you're talking to yourself all the time, you know, get a little lonely. But you're almost always there, and I appreciate that very much. Like black and white boxes, I don't think I've seen that one, Iceberg. The problem I have with hey Galaxia, awesome. We need to Kappa Gen here. Can I do this? This goes out to Galactic at Sheep and to everyone watching here, and lots of love to you all, also to the Flying Fabio, right? Let me see if I can do that. Can I do that? I think I have to do it from somewhere else, maybe. I don't think I can do it right now for some reason. I'm an amateur. I'll have to check it out later. Skydive Rob 137, thank you for the follow. I apologize that I missed it. Let me check. Galaxcat is the one who actually moderates. I'm just here for a 1-2 boss. Okay, I have this thing called 1-2 boss, and it doesn't make a lot of sense, but basically I watched gangster movies when I was a kid, and I watched a lot of movies of Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro and stuff, and I had this joke with my friends, like, you have to be, you're the boss, I'm boss, no, you're boss. And then eventually, for some reason, I started thinking, you know, it's good to try to be your boss of your own destiny. Pick something that you love to do, don't forget your dreams, and go out there and try to do what you like to do. Don't work too hard, you know, cultivate your friendships, try to be happy, that sort of stuff, and try to be boss, your own boss, so you don't have to always answer to a boss. And I don't know where it came from. I think it was a friend of mine who lives in Malta called Jeremy. He said one day, 1-2 boss, and he went like this. And so I just started saying, 1, don't forget your dreams. 2, cultivate your friendships. You can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boss. You can say then 3 would be don't work too much. 4 might be say what you think, you know, don't hold back, and, you know, be nice, you know, and 5, try to be happy, boss. No update on BN2 till now. I have to change my plane. Yeah, it's I think Microsoft Flight Simulator Asobo Studios, they're probably working hard on this patch. I think they're pretty much way behind on approving planes for the marketplace. So if you have the BN2 Islander and you bought it from the marketplace, they still haven't updated, I guess. I think that's what Iceberg is talking about. Nearly passing the tallest sea cliff in Europe, only a minor detour east. Let's do it. Let's go. Where are you, Chris? Let's see. I'll follow you if I see your plane. Let's see. Where's Wild Crazy's plane? Did it? Oh, he's right behind me. Okay, I'll follow you. I'm gonna turn back and follow you. Slowly catching with you. Okay. Our Singleton! A bunch of crazy emails. Gonna have to take out what those are. And bad news? No. Okay, that's the updates. Rolling the outro already. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice I had the outro. Thank you. That's an applause for you, Sheepa, for letting me know. As you can see, I'm a total amateur. You know, I don't have an assistant here. I have to like control the airplane. I have to talk to you. I have to make sure I don't crash, and I have to control OBS as well. So once in a while, I'll click the wrong icon or I'll press the wrong key thinking I'm in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I'm in OBS, so I apologize for that. I'll form up on actual Rachel here, and let's just follow how Outcraze in. He is from Norway, he knows the area well, and it'll be nice to get a little tour here. And he just said, what did he say? It is the nearly passing by the tallest sea cliff in Europe, so it's a sea, I guess, that has a straight drop to the sea in Europe. Only a minor detour. Let's do it. And now Iceberg is starting the H145. Wow, first time? Is it out today? The helicopter, the Airbus. So let's form up on Rachel here, watching having Wildcraze lead us in this flight to some beautiful Norwegian fjords. Let me drink some water here. First time, first love. Hey, yeah, they say, you know, the first love, the embers, they burn brightly. They stay burning, right? So you fell in love with that helicopter. We talk about the chopper. Oh wow, is that the cliff? That looks pretty tall. Is it a point of interest in the sim, or is it just you have to know the tall mountain ahead of us? We'll just go around and assume navigations to Echo November Foxtrot Lima. Thank you so much, Walkers, for leading us into this. If you hadn't, people here in the stream, later please go and give a Wildcraze a follow. Also Iceberg there. Iceberg says, I had 28 years of my first love last Saturday. Amazing, Iceberg. Congratulations for that. 20 years, a long time. You have someone, huh? Whether it's an airplane or a person or a pet, you know. A bottle of champagne for $100. All right, that sounds good. It's Friday. In the afternoon stream, maybe we'll drink a little bit here in Hypertext Zero. I don't know. I'm getting older these days, so you know, I can't keep up anymore. If I have 1 or 2 beers, I am already like, I'm already, 1 beer, I'm tipsy, you know. More than 1 beer, I can start, you know, the next day I might have a bad day of hungover. I have a beer on. All right, little Jimmy Mac. Cheers, man. I'll cheer you with my coffee. It's still, I think it's still morning here in New York. It's 12:20. No, it's afternoon. It's 12:28. Okay. I'm still drinking my coffee here. I'm gonna keep flying though. I'm not gonna with all these people around. No, hang around a bit. We're definitely gonna rate someone else later before you go. I want to pay back always. Like rating, one of my favorite things of Twitch. I've heard that there's some ugly stuff happening too, these hate raid things going on. People in minorities are starting to get this to happen, so I want to raise a little bit of awareness there as well. Hopefully Twitch is doing something about that, you know. But you always, you know, all you need for whatever evil to prevail is for good people to do nothing, so it's nice to do something. And there, raise awareness of things, and so that everyone, wherever you're from, whatever skin color you have, whatever sexual orientation, whatever religion you follow, you are welcome here at Hypertext Hero Stream, and I am very glad for you to, if you tolerate others, very glad to tolerate whatever your fancy is. Except if you're a big fan of jets, then I don't tolerate that here. Only general aviation aircraft. I'm joking. Jets are welcome too. I like jets too. Although I prefer the smaller whirlybirds, the airplanes. Hey, pause, try car, and take a look at chat here. First day of holiday, all right, Jimmy. Hey, J-Bob, he said, oh man, you're awesome, man. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Congrats, legitimately the first day of the holidays. And I repeat, I do promise after the stream I'll go back, follow backs to everyone who followed here. Check out your streams. Write down your name so that if you're streaming and you need someone to raid, we can come pay a visit. How's our fuel looking? I don't even know where my fuel level... Oh, I think it's here, right? We're good. We have like 1/6 down, more or less. Actual ratio of the DA40 Diamond Aircraft Delta Alpha 40. And the aviation is such a... One thing I find also with aviation that it just... It's kind of like the astronauts that, you know, they go and they fly. When they go in orbit and they see Earth, you know, from the International Space Station or something, and they see the planet, it changes your perspective. And I think it's kind of the same thing of aviation. You stop thinking in terms of lines on maps and borders and stuff like that, and you start thinking about a whole, like this planet that we live in together. And I feel that aviation and flight simulators, especially this wonderful one that you can fly anywhere in the world, you can spin that globe there. It brings people together. It helps people communicate. You know, instead of being stuck on Zoom all day, you can come here and we fly a little airplane. All right, and so it's another reason that I love aviation, and I love flight simulators. Is this way that it brings people together. It gives you a wider perspective on things. Seeing things from above, seeing things from the sky. I think there was a film with about I don't know if it was about Amelia Earhart before, you know, the flight that she disappeared, but I haven't watched it yet. But the director spoke a lot about the just raw, the visual feeling of beauty flying that flying gives you. You know, your birds go and in the sky and you can fly these things that no one's really sure how they fly. I think Iceberg may disagree. The fan of Bernoulli, but I think that no one can really mathematically prove exactly why a plane flies. They know how to make a plane fly, but can't really 100% explain why with total certainty. Unless I am mistaken. I don't think I... Wait, even the areas I'm familiar with look so small from up here. Actually, Rachel says, I'll be streaming Microsoft later this evening. Any flight paths recommend for a scenic view? Scenic view? I think the Nile is good in Egypt. I've flown in the Nile. That's a nice one. And I'll drop by. I'll come and visit, actually, Rachel. That's awesome. I'll make sure I give you a follow after the stream, as promised. But yeah, if the chat has any recommendations, I like flying in England a lot. Variable weather. I like the southwesternmost tip of England, Land's End. Beautiful place to fly around there. My dad grew up around St. Ives, and England has had a world update, so you know there's a lot of beautiful points of interest. You can go to Stonehenge, you can go to Land's End, you can go to London, and it's, you know, England is not that big, so they're relatively short flights. I like flying in England a lot, and I like variable weather there. The weather changes fast. You have low clouds. You run into rain, and all of a sudden the cloud. Go out of the cloud and then there's sunshine. So I love these flights in places where the weather is variable. That's some of my favorite places to fly are places like England where the weather is variable and they've had a sim update. I think Japan is quite beautiful as well. And the United States, of course, go fly down the Grand Canyon. That's a fun one. Go from Monument Valley to the Grand Canyon. There's a airfield by Monument Valley and there's a airfield by Grand Canyon. Place I've been to in real life. Gorgeous places, and in the flight simulator it's gorgeous as well. Cornwall, yeah. My dad grew up in Cornwall. He was from Bristol originally, but he grew up in St. Ives. Gorgeous part of the world. If you like music, one of my favorite musicians, Tori Amos, she lives in Cornwall now, I think. A lot of artists live there. Thank you so much for the follow, Barbecue Beef 1. Welcome on, welcome in, come on in, welcome. I'm stealing something from Sim Caesar here. This is a great streamer, one of my favorite streamers. Go check out Sim Caesar. This guy's he's like a show. He's like a excellent radio host. This guy, okay. There's like sound effects and everything. Again, of course, the Flying Fabio. I should give a shout out to CDL here. All right, the first person who ever rated me. And Factual Go out there. The two excellent streamers. And of course, Forder Learn to Fly. A gentleman, real life pilot from Canada there. Learned a lot from him, all right? Barbecue beef, and I promise I'll give you all a follow after the stream here, okay? Where are we? Let's check out Neofly. Okay, we're approaching, where is this? Floro Airport. Let's see if there's a tower. There's runway 25, and there's running 07. Floro Airport is where we're approaching here. Let's see if we can talk to the tower. Stand by. And here we go. Tower. Nearest airport list. Floro, Echo November, Foxtrot Lima. Let's see if there's a controller there. I don't think there is. But tune the Atus, see if you get some information. Runway 25 in use, alright. Runway 25, alright. Back. Select runway for landing, I guess it's 25, alright. Announce full stop landing. And announce our position. Actually, Rachel says, all of these suggestions are great. I'll probably plan for Japanese tours since I've never actually flown around the area before. Beautiful flight from any airfield you choose around Tokyo to Mount Fuji. I landed on Mount Fuji once. It took me a while, but we managed to land there. That's a gorgeous flight and variable weather as well, okay? This Copper Hat with the approach. We have a WoW Craze approaching, have My Sim Reality approaching. Behind here, we're probably gonna have some people. We have actually Rachel right above me over here. I turned the noise, the sound high on the Samuel Magro coming out there. Stug TV and Little Jimmy Mac, everyone on the approach here. Let's do it. All right, where is the airfield? Over there. Makes it easy. Where everyone here joining in and going in. All right, let's put the landing gear down because remember we have a float plane here.
500.
The landing gear goes up. And landing gear goes down. Let's put it down. Very nice. Nice modeling. Okay. Landing gear is down. Put our flaps down. I'm gonna wait until everyone lands. I'm gonna wait till you all land, then I'm gonna go in for a landing, alright? Let's wait for a little Jimmy Mac over here. If you want to get on the landing rate leaderboard, every 3 months or so I give out prizes for the first 3 winners, and eventually everyone who gets a winning guess will get a sticker or something like that. Here's information about how to do that. It's basically when the airplane lands, okay, there's this thing called landing rate. It's just how many feet per minute you touch down at. It's a negative number usually. Generally as smooth as possible is good, unless, you know, if you're landing an aircraft carrier, sometimes you want to get her down quick. If you have a bad crosswind, you want to slam her down, the airplane down. Like F-14 landing in a carrier, you're going to want to slam her down pretty hard to catch those wires. But here generally, you know, smoother the better for the airframe, for your passengers and for yourself. So you do a guess, and I generally try to land as smoothly as possible. If I'm going to try a hard landing, I don't have a choice. If I have not a long runway or something, I'm dropping off a doctor in a mountain or something, I'll let you know. But for this one, I'm going to try it as smooth as possible. I'm not a great pilot. I'm an average pilot, so it's, and depending on the wind, if there's a crosswind and all of that, there's I can't tell. So if you want to get in on this prediction here, you just go, you type exclamation point predict, and then you space, and then you put a negative sign there, and you put a number. So, you know, and you'll see how people are doing. Nice subtle tags you have in game, better than stock. Oh yeah, the way there's a mod for that, and you can choose your own typeface. I'm gonna write a blog post about how to do it, but you can just go if you search the internet for there's a little Jimmy Mac of the landing coming in. If you search the internet for nameplates custom font or something in Microsoft Flight Simulator, you'll find it. And the user interface of Microsoft Flight Simulator is pretty much just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So you can actually use any font you want. I'll write a blog post. I'll make it this weekend. I'll write a blog this weekend about how to do it, how to edit that existing mod and put any typeface you want as the name tags that appear. So they're not too on your face. They're a little bit. I'm using like Open Sans, I think. Serif typeface. Okay, here are the turning to base. All right, now we're in the base leg here, and now turning to final. I'm gonna cut out the flaps. Flaps are going down. Switch to first person, and let's trim the nose up. We have the nose down tendency of this airplane. This is like my 4th flight in it, so I'm not very familiar with this airplane, and it's really weird. Those floats on the bottom, they really make you feel like you're much... like the airplane lands before you think, it touches down before you think she's going to touch down, because the floats are high up off the ground, so it throws me off. And it also throws me off because I'm thinking I'm in a tail dragger. But guess what? With the floats, you're not in a tail dragger anymore, because there's those big floats of the wheels there. Alright, just missed those trees. And here it comes. Thank you for the prediction there, whoever predicted. I'm not looking right now. I'm just going to try to land. Hey, wow, craze of the wind was minus 77. That's pretty smooth. That's not too bad.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Yes, computer. Thank you. In airplane, in fighter planes, they call it the Bitchin' Betty, which is a, you know, I personally, I think I like. I'm more attracted to the voices of women, and if you're in a very male situation, okay, you're welcome. And if you're in a situation in a war and you're in a fighter plane, and you're generally a guy, because generally will be guys will be there. Though there's a lot of amazing women fighter pilots out there. You know, women fighter pilots are actually better because they're more like Tom Cruise. They're not too tall, so they can pull more G's, and the G's... I'm going so many tangents here. So basically my point is that in fighter planes, the name of that warning voice is, they usually call it Bitchin' Betty, because it's a female voice, and like if you have like 200 million sounds coming to you, getting fired as missiles and stuff, and if something very important is happening, you're looking down here, you're about to crash, then it says it's a female voice comes, and it throws you out of it's like, okay, it throws you out of your technology-induced hypnotism. Does that make any sense? Nice to meet you. Best get packing. Catch you again soon. Thank you so much, little Jimmy Mac. Thank you for dropping by here. All right. And right now, let's go do a raid. I do have to go for lunch. I am gonna run the outro now. All right. If you have a suggestion, anybody out here, of someone to raid, look at the squadron assembling there. Yeah, we got a squadron assembling here. Let's get the view back to see some of the nameplates. Okay. A Copperhead out there, Stug, Actual Rachel, thank you so much. My Sim Reality, Samuel Magro, the Stug TV, and a Copperhead, and everyone else who flew and who dropped by here. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much, the Flying Fabio, for the raid. All right, let's go find someone else to raid right now. Very nice to meet you. Kryakov says nice subtle tags. Okay, I had to read that one. Awesome. And Wild Craze won this one. I'm going to go back and see all the wins, and I'm going to update the land rate leaderboard and the credits here. Whoever subbed the next stream, because this I do it all manual, okay? I just have a text file. It's not automated, this Ultra thing. So the people who did subscribe, they will appear here in the list of subscriptions in the following stream. Awesome and chill stream. Have a nice Friday. A nice Friday to you, Trolling Thunder. And actually, Rachel, lovely to meet you all. I'm gonna open up Microsoft Flight Simulator on Twitch, see who else is streaming, and let's I always appreciate it if you hang around a bit and go say hi to them. All right, let's see if you give me 1 second here. Let's see who else is streaming, because it is lunchtime here in New York City, and I appreciate you coming by very much indeed. Whether you like flight simulators or other video games, I do play some other video games as well. Elite. In the afternoon, we're going to have IL-2 Sturmovik, a World War II flight sim here. And then we've been looking at Fallout 76. We do play other video games as well, alright? Oh, I see someone streaming there who we should drop by and say hi. It's this person right here, okay? Stand by. Let's stand by. Okay, here we go. Wild Craze, have a great weekend, man, and thank you so much for let me do one more shout out for Wild Craze. Please go give this guy, he is from Norway, he guided this flight here. Really nice gentleman. I'm so happy to have met him here. Right, Ideal's out raiding now. Let's go. We're gonna raid this guy who just flew with us, My Simulated Reality. Let's go see it from his perspective. He works with software with airplanes, I think. Here we go. Raiding now. Peace out. Lots of love to you all. Lots of love to you all. Peace out. Thank you so much for visiting. Here we go. Raiding. See you, Stug.